For Irma Hadzimuratovic, having his wife killed and his child seriously injured by Serbian fire was only the beginning of his troubles. Getting help and a chance for life for his daughter Irma became an all-consuming task.
She was wounded by shelling. In the same explosion, her mother was killed, and she came here with a very bad wounds. In a hard shock, and she survived the operation. Then she died the day after the operation. She was clinically dead, but she's all right now. She's alive.
How many times did Dr. Edo Jaganic of Sarajevo's French hospital save little Irma Hadzimuratovic? Once when she came in after shrapnel had torn her apart in the yard of her housing project, and then again after she briefly died in her hospital bed. And a third time when he refused to take no for an answer from UN officials who for almost a week denied his request to transfer Irma out of Sarajevo to a functioning hospital. Nightline first interviewed him last Thursday.
She has right now 3 things which can kill her so quickly. Something is happening in her brain. We don't know what. We have no electricity, and we have simply no way to find out what goes on inside. Something method of her spine. We can't treat ilos without laboratory, and we don't have laboratory.
No lab, no power, no source of clean water. The French hospital is like almost every other building in Sarajevo today. No place to cure little Irma Hadzimuratovic.
So in any normal hospital, she must survive. In this hospital, she will die in 2 days. We feel desperate watching her life going out of her, and we can't do anything.
Dr. Jaganic was hamstrung by a United Nations bureaucracy. For Irma to be moved required the permission of a UN committee whose chairman, a French physician, Dr. Patrick Payot, insisted she was too ill to travel, even though he and the other members of the commission never examined Irma. 2 doctors who did examine her agreed with Dr. Jaganic that she was well enough to move, but would certainly die if she didn't get out of Sarajevo. And for Irma's distraught father, Ramiz, there were other problems. I've lost my best friend, he said of his wife Elvira, who died covering her younger child Medina with her body. Now the young widower also had to overcome other bureaucracies. To get Irma the treatment, he suddenly needed passports. And to get passports,
I need photographs to provide necessary documentation.
but there are no passport photo shops in besieged Sarajevo. So in her hospital ward, we took pictures of Ramiz and Irma. Just in the 2 days since we had first seen her, Irma had already weakened badly. Dr. Jaganic suspected an infection in her brain was contorting her body, arching her head painfully back. We rushed the film to the French news agency Agence France Presse's photo lab, where a negative was quickly developed. But no news agencies print their film in Sarajevo. The only functioning print shop was in the half-destroyed building at Oslobođenje. Again, our professional colleagues pitched in, and by sunset we had passable passport photos of father and child. But there were, incredibly enough, more obstacles.
One form, number 6, is missing at the moment, but I hope we will find it. They also need power to make the passport.
The British satellite news service Sky News provided a generator which powered the printing of the passports. And the BBC forced the whole issue of Irma's relocation with a televised report that broke the bureaucratic logjam.
The girl might be dead by the time they get round to talking peace again.
By Sunday, the world was following Irma's predicament. By Monday, British Prime Minister John Major had gotten his foreign minister and his Air Force to intervene for her. Irma was rushed to Sarajevo's airport and then flown to Italy and on to London.
She's very stable, so panic over. She's seriously ill.
Dr. Anthony McDermott supervised Irma's flight to Britain. He feared he had arrived too late.
One does feel, though, that a more timely evacuation of this patient would have increased her chance.